I'll just let you guys know ahead of time. I don't have any injury updates yet. We're going to do some things full speed tomorrow and see where some of those guys are. So I probably won't know a lot of game time decisions.
Do you have a plan figured out yet at left tackle yet, or is that still to be determined?
Yeah, we're going to put Gunner out there, and we have other guys that rep there, and we'll see how the game goes.
Sounded like you were pretty pleased with Gunner last week in the snaps he gave you.
Yeah, I think there's probably one that he wants back on a sprint out away. Even the TE that hit us for the sack that really is more in the guard turning. I thought he gave us good reps, and he'll be better this week.
What is it? The challenge of the travel roster? Is it difficult to get it even down to 74? Or how's that?
I think 74 is a fair number. Yeah, you can you're just sometimes aren't taking some guys that you'd love to take just because they're working hard maybe on the scout team and all that stuff. Really, so really it's really more about the rest of the staff and all. It's really more about all the other people. That's most of the travel party. But the players at this point 74 is pretty easy. We've unlike a lot of teams have had a bye already. We played 4 games, so we're maybe a little more beat up. So we have some guys that are aren't coming.
You said earlier in the week the team was still in that phase of learning how to win. What does the team still need to learn how to win games in the Big Ten?
Yeah, I think it's just an ongoing process. I think for me right now, this is just about this week. Just focused on us just being really dialed in to all the different things that Purdue does. Because they've really had 2 different offenses this year, so that adds a little bit of versatility to our preparation. But what we know is Maccabee is as good a player as there is in the Big Ten. We know that Card's excellent. They really have a great O-line. I don't know who the O-line coach is, but I love the way that they play. And then defensively they have a really difficult scheme. Excellent players. Getting a few players back who've been hurt. So and then special teams, they do a nice job. So it's going to be a tremendous battle, and we'll just have to try to make one more play than they make.
You mentioned number 4 earlier in the week. What jumps out about Kyron Jenkins, just the way he plays?
Yeah, he plays relentlessly. He's physical. He's leading the Big Ten in sacks per game. When he's out there, they really have 6 threats to rush the passer. He can add on and man. They do a lot of really cool things with the comboing guys. He can add on. You try to split him out. You say, okay, well, he's a pass rusher. Notre Dame split him out, tried to run big box fade on him, ran with it down the field. So he's as good a player as there is in the Big Ten in my mind.
John Bullock has had a pretty nice start to the season, forced that fumble last week. Just what do you think of the level he's playing at so far?
John's playing well, especially affecting the ball. He's gotten a bunch of pass breakups. He had a bunch in the Colorado game. I think he had one in the UNI game. Took the ball away last game. So I think he's been a really good player for us so far this year, and we'll need him this week.
What have you seen from John Hull this week?
John's had a good week of practice. I think he's bounced back really well, and he's a developing player. Right, everything's not going to be perfect, but he's got all the talent, and he's got a big leg, and so his accuracy from outside of 50 was one of the highlights of camp. I mean, he can kick it from 55, 57, and made a lot of them. So just getting consistent with the young snapper. Bushini's done a really good job holding, but John's better this week than he was last week. I'm really proud of his bounce back and the way he's approached it.
Would you like to play a few more guys on defense against their running attack this week?
Yeah, I think so. I think we play a lot of guys on the defensive front and the defensive line. We've played a lot of guys at linebacker, but maybe a few more guys in the secondary. A lot remains to be seen what the weather conditions are going to be. We're expecting it to be wet and really windy. But how hurricanes are; they can shift past. So, we'll get to see there. But I think we felt good about where Sierra was, and so if the rep counts could be a little bit further down, that'd be great.
With Tommy Hill, is it just kind of how he's feeling? Is it a tolerance thing, or is it?
Yeah, it's a pain threshold thing. It's a really, really painful injury. I just saw the other day there was a guy in the NFL who's out for like 4 weeks with it. Most guys would be out for 4 weeks. Tommy's just battling through, so he's one that kind of get to the game. If he can go, great. If he can't, then Sierra proved that he's a starting level corner in the Big Ten, and we knew that going in. So we're blessed to have that depth.
Blake was out last week. Is he a redshirt guy at this point?
No, we're trying to get him ready to play.
Is there any benefit for going on the road? You've had a lot of these marquee matchups here at home, a lot of big support and attention there. Is it easier to kind of key in on improvement when it's just you guys versus the world on the road a bit?
Well, I think the improvement happens during the week. I think our guys have had a great week of practice, a great week of preparation, a great week of honest evaluation. Staff, coaches, everyone. I think you learn more about yourself when you go through some adversity than when you have success, right? It's an opportunity to the great ones, they don't just bounce back, they bounce back and elevate. And we're looking to see ourselves bounce back and elevate. And again, you're never going to be a relevant team in the Big Ten if you can't win on the road. And you go into hostile environments. You travel. You stay in a small hotel. Guys are doubled up. It's just different, right? And so, it's a part of the process of. Again, I think maybe we said last week, learning to win. Maybe I should change what I'm saying. Maybe learning how to be learning to play championship caliber football, learning how to win at that level, and I think part of that's going on the road and playing at the level you need to play to beat someone. So I'm pleased with the week. We'll see how we do the next 2 days leading up to the game and then the game.
Last year, I think your tradition was going and seeing a movie the night before. Is that what you guys are going to do again?
Yeah, we do that at home. We do that. We meet in the morning, then we meet in the evening, and then we usually get away and go see a movie. So we'll do that as well.
Hey, the news around college football this week has been players opting out for the season to preserve their red shirt. I guess, have you had any discussions like that? And I guess, what's your approach to this new dynamic of roster management going forward?
Yeah, that playing 4 games in redshirt, it's been there. It's been around for a while now. So we were dealing with that way back when. I try to have honest conversations with all our players that want to have them about their careers, and try to talk to their parents, and understand that I have really 2 jobs. My job is to put the best team out there as possible. My job is also to make sure that I'm putting each player's career first, and trying to establish a culture of trust where people believe in what we're doing. So there's guys on the team that know they're redshirting, and they've played 1 game, 2 games, no games. And we have other guys who, hey, coach, thanks, but I really want to play. So I think each player's a little different. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.